So let's do properties first. Properties are simple in that they are variables that belong to an instance of a class. For example, let's say I create a class called CLCar. And this is how I do it. I use the class keyword. Just like when we define a function, we use def to define the function. I'm creating a class called CLCar. Got a colon. Everything inside that is indented, just like we've been doing. And this is a property now of that class. And here's an interesting thing that we can do with that. I want you to code along with me. Let's make a class called CLCar. Just like this. CLCar. Okay, and that class is going to have a property called int wheels. And it's going to be set to 4. That car, that blueprint for a car, specifies that the car is going to have 4 wheels right now. And so now, if I want to create an instance of that class, in other words, if I want to build the car using that blueprint, I would create a variable and set it equal to that class. So it would look like this. My car equals CLCar. Okay. Now, my car is an object. It's an instance of the CLCar class. My car right now has 4 wheels. How can I check that? I can print that property out. Print my car dot int wheels. So right there, I'm saying print the number of wheels that my car has. And it should print the number 4 when I run this. So if I run this code, it prints 4. Okay, well, that seems like a lot of work, right? Why can't I just say wheels is 4? Let's say you have a business, a rental car business, and you have not just one car, but let's say you have 100 cars to keep track of. Let's create a second car instance. We'll call it my car 2 equals CLCar, just like that. Now, I have 2 cars. I have my car and I have my car 2. They're both built on the same blueprint. They're both a 1985 Toyota Corolla, right? Classic. Probably still runs. My car and my car 2. They're both the same car. They both have 4 wheels. I can print my car 2 and its number of wheels separate from my car, and it both prints 4. So what? Here's where it gets interesting. Let's say that I am into modifying cars. And I'm going to take my car 2, and to make it extra cool, I'm going to give it another wheel. So it's going to have 5 wheels now. I can do that with this program very easily. All I have to do is change the value of one of my variables. So if I say my car 2 dot int wheels, and I'm just going to use assignment here. I'm just going to say my car 2 dot int wheels equals 5. Now when I print them out, you can see my car 2 has 5 wheels. So I can, using that blueprint, I can now create a whole fleet of cars and keep track of how many wheels each car has. Now, obviously, if I'm a car rental company, there's a whole lot more that I would want to keep track of, like how many miles does that car have? How much gas does it have? Who rented? Is it rented or not rented? Um, when was the last oil change? What color is it? How many people does it seat? All of that stuff becomes part of my class. So what I want you to do, well, I go shut the door so we don't have to hear the whole phone conversation right outside here. What I want you to do is I want you to see if you can add a property for color. What would that look like? So add a property to the class that records the color of the car. So somebody tell me what to do here. I'm going to add a property to the class. What did you type when you added that property? Okay, so if it's a color, what kind of data is it going to be? It's going to be a string variable. So I go str color equals silver, right? It's a good generic color. Okay, so now I have two properties. I have color and I have wheels for my car, and I could change that anytime I want, right? My car 2 dot str color equals white. So now I could access that and print it out, whatever. So that is called direct assignment of that property. And you can do that. You can read the property and you can write to the property directly. As we get more advanced, we're going to move away from that model of reading and writing properties. But I want you to know that you can do that, and it is that simple. So those are properties. Keep that open, and we're going to navigate away from that just for a moment.